As a resident of Southern California, you think you're taking the family out to a restaurant, you're going out for food. You've of course got, your typical Southern California standards, your burgers, your diners, your greasy spoons. But for me, growing up, the restaurants we always found ourselves going to were local Mexican restaurants. And what's great is when you go to these restaurants, oftentimes you feel like you're with family, you're in somebody's home, and it really feels like a homecoming to order and enjoy this delicious food. And today, we're visiting one of the greatest, one of the best family-owned and operated Mexican restaurant chains here in Southern California. We're down here in Newport Beach visiting Avila's El Ranchito. We're here at Avila's El Ranchito down here in Newport Beach with two wonderful human beings out in the world. Everyone please say hello to Maribel and Elyse. Hello ladies, thank you for joining me this morning. So tell me, I want to know the story about you, I want to know the story about the restaurant, the family. Where do you start? Where do we start with all of this?
Go ahead. Hey, I don't know. It's a great story.
All right, let's see. So our family is originally from Guanajuato, Mexico.
Oh, excellent.
Came over here in the early 60s.
Cool.
And in 1966, we opened our first restaurant over in Los Angeles, pretty close to USC.
Right there, Huntington Park, right?
That's
Is that
right. Yeah.
All right.
So Grandma started that restaurant. She was in the kitchen. She was the first cook.
No way.
Grandpa waited tables, and even our great-grandpa was a dishwasher.
No way. Oh, right on. Okay. So that's the original. Then when did it start going out? When did the other locations start?
This is the longest standing Orange County location.
Okay.
This one opened in 1975.
Oh, why? Okay.
And then soon after that, more started popping up by our dads and aunts.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third generation, our cousins, started opening their own.
Okay.
Including Elyse. She owns the Seal Beach location.
Excellent.
Her brothers own some stores as well. So through the years, it expanded as the family grew and got older.
And I read this online, and I want to know exactly how true it is. But at each location, there's a family member that goes and gets it going. Is that exactly how it's happening?
So not even gets it going. There's actually a family member in each location every day.
Every day.
Yes.
That is so wonderful. So at any time, you can go visit another restaurant, and you can see a cousin, aunt, uncle, somebody.
We're a big family. We're everywhere.
I love it. That's so cool. I don't know. A lot of people don't know this. My family actually owned a restaurant for a long time in the town I grew up in. And it was the same story. They came over from Germany, ended up in the town, had this diner. My aunt, she was a roller skating waitress, right?
Adorable.
Isn't this wild? And then my dad was a cook back in the back there. But then my aunt and uncle ended up passing away tragically young. And so since my dad was the only one, he didn't want to do the restaurant business, and so he left, and that was it. It just all kind of stopped. Yeah. Oh. So we could have had dueling restaurant empires going on.
We could have been in the industry together.
I know, it would have been cool. So you're at the Seal Beach location. Mm-hmm. You're here at this location.
Yes.
How often do you crissy-cross and see each other at the various locations?
So they're individually owned and operated by a family member. So she is typically just at Seal Beach, but has for her opening of her store, we all went as family and helped support and helps them open.
Fine.
But typically each family member sticks to their locations that they operate. And we love getting to know each neighborhood that we're in and be a part of that community, and be a part of community events and hire all local staff and just really immerse ourselves in that store. So what you see in one location, say a Santa Ana location, is different from your Orange location compared to this one that's like 2 blocks from the beach.
Gotcha. So with the big family, and each one's individually operated, that I get, but it's still family, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is there any drama that goes on?
Of course not.
We're perfect.
I love it.
But we actually do talk all the time, especially about specials or negotiating some deals on produce,
sure.
I don't know, bouncing ideas off of each other, or if we have an issue, we always reach out and help support each other, which is really nice.
Nice.
So you never feel like the restaurant industry is obviously very overwhelming, and there's always a new labor law or something that we have to abide by. So we do help each other and support each other a lot in keeping our restaurants up to date. And
I feel like each person in our family has different strengths, and we kind of play off of those. So I know certain people are really great at cocktails, and so if I'm making a new drink menu, then I call my brother because he's really, really good at mixology. People are great in the kitchen. Everyone has their strengths, and so we definitely play into that and help each other out with what we're good at.
People tell me all the time, oh, you must have the most fun job in the world, and I think restaurant jobs are so fun. Yeah. I do.
It's super duper fun. But
Greatest band in the universe.
Greatest band in the history of the universe. Every day is a new adventure. And this is why, selfishly, I get to schedule these things for myself, and I get to come visit fun people like you and your cool restaurants, right? But to me, the restaurant business, it's so, and I guess that makes sense for the world, right? That's why there's so many television shows and just programming about the industry, the restaurant business, and cooking food. So for you two, what's the fun part of the job? Like, if I say you have the greatest job in the world, what are those things that make it fun for you?
For me,
Go ahead.
so I don't know. I have two things. Number
Cool.
one, I love the kitchen. I love the food. I spend a ton of time in my kitchen.
Okay.
Cooking makes me happy.
Nice.
And so that is a great place for me. And then the second is just the customers.
Okay.
I hands down and always in my restaurant on Tuesday nights for Taco Tuesday. And I think I know 98% of the people that walk through my door.
No way, huh?
So it's just getting to know those people, getting to know their stories, watching their kids grow up. You know, they've been coming in since they were born and now they're going to college, that sort of thing. What's
your specialty when you're cooking? What's the one thing that you love making?
My favorite thing to make is mole, to be honest.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I would say our specialty is my grandmother's soup, which I adore. Mole has tons and tons of ingredients, and it's like art. It's fun.
Yeah.
And you can really mess it up.
Sure.
But it can also be really, really beautiful. So I enjoy making that. But I think, like I said, we are known for my grandmother's soup. It takes a long time to make, and a lot of love goes into it.
That's
so
awesome.
Always really fun too.
That's great. Well, what about you, Maribel?
I think I like the creative side of things. I like doing the menu design, anything, a new special that might come in, maybe the decor of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Of course, our employees, can't do it without them, and our customers, we wouldn't be where we are without their support. But I think those are the things that get me excited. Yeah. And it's the fun side of running a restaurant.
Designing the menu, and you're like, is it a lot of thinking about which items you're trying to put where to draw people's attention to it, or are you just really taking an artistic lens? Like, what's that process look like for you?
Yeah. So our menus basically stay the same because they're grandma's recipes, and we don't touch that. But we always have, let's say, a new, our Corona Del Mar location has a taco bar. And so there's room for some creativity there with handmade tortillas and fresh made tacos there. A new happy hour special, a new drink menu. Sure. Or maybe some marketing material, social media stuff to put on there, doing some photo shoots, trying to get, when you've been around as long as we have, you have to keep things fresh and exciting. Sure. Because, people, Ranchito, it's been there forever, but you want to stay in the mix with all the awesome new restaurants that are opening around us. So it's a way to kind of keep us in the mix, but still having that comfort of, what you're going to get. That soup is going to taste amazing every single time. So for us, it's a fine balance of making sure that grandma's recipes taste the way they always have since we were little and since we opened, and staying up to date. Maybe there's some new fad that, being vegan was really popular for a while. We all had Impossible Meat or Beyond Meat on our menu at some point. You have to keep with the times and what people want, especially in cities like this.
Gotcha. Yeah. When I think, growing up in Southern California, whenever we were going out to eat, we either went, if it wasn't fast food, it was always Mexican restaurants. Mm-hmm. That's just what we did, right? So what is it about, obviously the culture and the people in the state, but what is it about this food in particular that just pulls people in? There's tons and tons of restaurants around here, but obviously I know what makes yours special, the soup, and obviously all grandma's recipes, but what is that love, that care that the family brings into it, just culturally, this type of food, what is it that brings people to it, do you think?
I do think it's the culture that we've instilled, or that we have. So you're going in, you could go to I'll use a Chipotle or something as an example, where it's a little bit more corporate. Food's amazing. I actually love going to Chipotle. Yeah. But you're not coming in for the server that has known you forever, and the family member, the Avila family member that's going to be taking care of you. I think it's the culture that we've created that people keep coming back for more. It feels like a neighborhood, like your local watering hole. Sure. And that what you're going to get time and time again. But there are so many Mexican restaurants opening up around us that we're just talking about it. Another taco shop or some, on the corner, and that's fine. We're honored actually because people like the cuisine. So we're just really grateful that customers keep coming back to us time and time again.
It just seems that everywhere you go in the country, there's always a Mexican restaurant, right? But I know people always say, well, you got to come to California for the good ones,
Yeah.
right? Because when you're up in, Minnesota, who knows what you're going to cross paths with. It's funny, I used to have a colleague from Canada, and every time he would come down, we'd meet at Disneyland, and then he always wanted to eat, at the Mexican restaurant there. And I kept trying to convince him, like, let's go somewhere else. Let's go to Ranchito and get something that's more authentic and not, like you said, more corporate or along that line.
Yeah.
What about you, Elyse? What do you think pulls people in? And
I mean, I think it's exactly what she said. For
Yeah.
me, you walk into our restaurant and like our grandmother always used to say, they need to feel like they're coming into your kitchen, your
Sure.
living room, your dining room. You sit down, you know people, you see the same people, and you know the food is going to be consistent.
yeah,
So our food has been the same, since 1966.
Sure.
These recipes are far older than that. And so you know what you're getting. And it just becomes, I think, like we become part of their families and they become part of ours, which is not super common these days. There's not a lot of owner-operated restaurants.
right, yeah.
And we definitely fall under that category.
So you mentioned the families and how you collaborate, and maybe you're talking drink menus, this, that, or the other. How fun is it to come together as a family and figure out what the next special is going to be? Like, do you have any inside baseball? Like, what is it? You all gather at someone's house and you're just throwing stuff around in the kitchen, or are you at a restaurant? Like, what's that look like?
Yeah, it's typically at either
It's
someone's
loud.
house. Yeah.
Is it loud? Nice.
You put a whole bunch of Mexican people, family members in one room.
Oh,
and
heck
it's very
yeah.
loud. There's a lot of love.
I love it. That's
A
cool.
lot of hugging.
We should bring the band to one of these the next time.
Absolutely.
Oh my
you
gosh,
go
that
to
would be amazing.
just to sort of kick it off. But yeah, so you're
kind
coming
of-
together. Is it like somebody has some crazy fever dream idea? They're like, Maribel, Elyse, you got to come over. I created the next big thing. Is that how it happens?
Well, we'll go
or-
to someone's restaurant too. If they want us to, come check this out, we can go
Yeah.
over there and check it out and see what they're up to. I don't know. Sometimes it's at someone's house. Sometimes we've gotten together for lunches. But we do
Sure.
have one rule: no business talk at family events.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
No Christmases, birthdays, anything. When we are all together for someone's birthday or celebrating an anniversary or a holiday,
Yeah.
no business talk. And that was a rule by our grandparents. And if they heard you talk business, we would get a little
Oh, no way.
because keep it family, and that's the way we keep our relationships the way they are. And if you mix it too much, you got to be able to turn business off and be a family.
That's
And
wonderful.
even, her and I are, best friends outside of the restaurant.
Mhm.
And when we're together with the kids, it's no business talk. And then, hey, I'll call you later and we'll discuss business on the phone at
That's
another
smart.
time. You have to be able to separate it.
Isn't it nice when your grandparents set you up for success, right?
Yes.
they just
Absolutely.
set it up right away.
They knew what they were doing. We're very blessed.
And so, so when you have these business, conversations together, like not the inside stuff, but maybe when you're thinking a menu design, is there ever bumping heads? Is there ever any of that sort of thing, or does everyone kind of does that family line also kind of come in there too, and it helps sort of smooth that over?
I think it's a mix. Yeah, we totally disagree sometimes.
Sure.
But that's also the beauty of it is like if I, come up with some idea and it's a terrible idea, they're my family. They're going to tell me.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate because sometimes I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, that was not very good.
Okay, gotcha.
It's just honesty. And I think that when it's your family, you know that honesty is going to be there. We're good about being flexible and open to different ideas.
And
Gotcha.
the beauty of it is being individually owned and operated. If I wanted to bring on a new tequila that was going to sell really well here, she doesn't have to bring it at Seal Beach.
Sure.
She can do whatever she wants.
Okay.
Not, I mean, to an extent.
Unless they're at hamburgers or anything.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the way the restaurants are set up, is that you do what works at your location. Say with our new drink menus that we did. Hey guys, these are my new drink menus. Anyone's welcome to use this format. I've done them, and I've actually had some family members go, I love that. I'm going to use the same one at my restaurant. And some go, oh, you know what? That's not going to work at my location, and they
Gotcha.
do their own thing.
Cool.
So it also keeps us getting along even more when we don't have to make all those decisions together.
Right.
And especially with like the POS stuff, like we switched POS systems and some back of the house stuff that we're doing. Everyone can kind of do what they want, but we really
Point of
use
sale.
each other. Oh yeah, sorry.
Just
You will learn this
listen,
in a bit.
alumni.
You will learn this in a sec.
I hear POS, my head goes
Yes.
somewhere else, but I got you. I'm back in it. So you were telling me, in order to open a restaurant, every family member has to get a college degree.
Yes.
A college degree in hospitality or just whatever
No,
it is.
whatever.
What are your degrees in?
I was a sociology major, so
Neat.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I loved being a sociology major. But it's not as applicable to the restaurant. I maybe looking back in hindsight, a business degree would have been a smarter decision.
Annenberg School of Communication.
Yeah, look at
with
you.
a minor in art history.
Nice. You're real good at talking. It works out. What was okay? So now I'm going to pick your degrees apart. What was fun about sociology at Colorado?
So actually, my emphasis was in juvenile delinquency. So I wanted to.
I know a lot about that.
Yeah. I wanted to be a teacher.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I went to school with that as my emphasis. I got out of college. I went and taught preschool for a little bit.
Oh, fun.
And then I was living at home with my mom and dad, and I was watching what my dad was doing every day and talking to him a lot about the restaurant industry while teaching preschool. And I thought to myself, wait a second, there's something really cool going on here in the family business. And I chose to get more involved little by little. I actually wanted to make extra money so I could one day move out of my parents' house.
Nice.
And I started helping him out with things. And then I just was like, wait, this really clicks for me. This is for me and I love it. Yeah. And I quit my preschool job and started working here full time. And I haven't looked back since.
All right, Elyse, let's hear about you.
Yeah,
Your time at SC. So how was Annenberg?
Annenberg is amazing.
Yeah.
It still is. It's incredible. I had a great experience with Annenberg. The technology there is amazing. My professors were amazing. It was a truly incredible experience.
What were your intentions going into school and out? Did you want to come into the family business or did you have other aspirations?
I had no idea.
Okay.
My intentions of going into school were just to have a great time at USC.
Okay.
Which I definitely did.
Sure.
And then coming out, I kind of immediately got into the business. I worked also for Entrepreneur Magazine briefly.
Okay.
And then I worked for Mission Hospital.
Cool.
For a little bit. And what I kept finding was that no matter what I did, I ended up working at the restaurants.
Okay.
So even if when I was working for Entrepreneur, my brother opened his first restaurant and he needed, a bartender. And so suddenly I was bartending every night. And
Cool.
I kind of couldn't get it out of my head. So it was like, no matter what, I was there. And finally I realized this is what I love doing.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do it.
So you said you came to USC to have a good time. And there's one thing you did in particular, which was great. You were
A spirit leader.
A spirit leader.
Yeah.
Not just a spirit leader, but one of the original spirit leaders. So right at that. So what was that like, that transition and being part of that team?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was, it was new and we were new on campus and it was quite the experience. But I think we were really welcomed by everyone and it was an incredible experience. We had marched in a lot of rose parades.
Yeah, that's nice.
And
I've been to one.
Participate in a lot of Rose Bowls. It was a good time to be at USC.
Okay. So you're a spirit leader. Tell me what were games like? Just what was it like from that perspective?
Oh, they were epic.
You were there during the best time. What a blast.
Were you at the Bush Push game? Were you there for that one?
I was not on so we started the year after that. I was there though.
Okay. Oh, you were there.
Yes,
okay.
I was there, but I was not on the field for that. There is this feeling, well, I'm sure you guys all know it, but I like looking up at a full Coliseum that is all chanting at the same time or screaming at the top of their lungs. It's just unlike anything I've still to this day ever experienced in my life.
Yeah.
It was incredible. I think when the Coliseum is loud, it is truly amazing.
What about when the players come running by and you hear the feet?
Scary.
Yeah, they're big, right?
We also used to run the flags out.
Yeah.
So I have done my fair share of running a flag out, which is for me very heavy and a little scary, especially when there's a whole football team chasing you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome. Running across the field was definitely a great
Definitely experience. A good time. Did you do any of the tumbling, like the running and then the backflips and that sort of stuff?
I just did a backflip a few days ago to make sure I could still do it.
Okay, you want to show us one right now? Okay.
It was not as pretty as it used to be.
No?
Show your kids you still got it.
Yeah.
I did. The only reason I did it the other day.
Just to prove to them you could.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, I try to do that with my kids. I'll pull out a French horn and play it for them, and they'll go, "Dad, it's okay. You can put it away now. It's fine." That sounds super fun. So tell me, you're on the Spirit Leaders, USC. Why do you think it's important that people, support because now Spirit's underneath the band program, Spirit, Song,
absolutely.
the whole shebang. Why is it important that people support this program to help sort of, basically it's the experience you had? Why do you think it matters to?
So, I mean, we were always really involved with the band as well when we were there, even though we weren't under the same umbrella. I think that's what makes USC.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially like the band is such a huge part of USC's history, but if we didn't have these incredible programs at USC, it wouldn't be what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, none of it would be like that. So I think that supporting these programs, you're really supporting USC as a whole, and you're supporting the culture of USC, which is unlike any school in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun place. I'm sure you have fun when you come to campus.
She
I
visited
love
me
it.
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, no, I agree. SC is, I know I'm a buff, but there's nothing like the USC's traditions, the culture, the programs there. I grew up going to football games.
Sure.
Going to tailgate parties and going to see the whole culture of it. As a kid, I remember just being so blown away. And then even now, going back, I go to games all the time with my husband or with her, and it's just, there's nothing that beats that USC culture.
And your husband's an SC grad, right?
He is. He played golf there from 2002 to 2007.
Does he still golf a lot?
He does. He does. He played professionally for a little bit after,
wow, that's
and then
cool.
Now he's in commercial real estate. But,
Okay, but still golfs.
he golfs when he can. Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you both for sitting down with me. This is super fun. We learned about history, but we're going to learn more about this
We're
restaurant.
gonna get you to work.
So what are you going to teach me to do today? What are we going to do?
You're gonna learn to make a margarita.
Just one?
You're gonna bartend.
Well, we can make a few.
Okay.
You're gonna bartend. You can make all the drinks for the day.
Oh, cool.
We are gonna have you make some guacamole. Our guacamole is incredible.
Yeah.
The traditional way.
My sound guy is very excited for the guacamole.
With a mocha head day.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw you carrying it in.
I don't know if you want to eat his guacamole, but we'll definitely get you some.
So can I tell you one of the biggest tragedies in life? I'm not deathly, but I'm super allergic to avocado.
Oh, good. So we're
Really?
gonna kill.
I'm not gonna. I am.
Perfect.
But it's
Okay,
one of
so
the,
maybe we don't need to make.
no, we're making it. We're gonna make it
guacamole.
because. But I love it.
I'm gonna put gloves on you.
No gloves. No, I'll be fine. But I love it to death. And so whenever it's out,
That's like a curse.
it is a
Can't
curse.
eat
And I'll eat it, and then when the itch gets too
What
much,
happens?
then
It's itchy?
I just get itchy.
Get itchy.
Yeah, get itchy. One time it got real serious. I got real flushed and red.
Okay.
But you know what? It'll make for good
Can run you up
television.
the street to Hogan
Oh my gosh.
Hospital.
Yeah,
we
we'll
can
just
definitely make something else if we
toss
can't.
some Benadryl down. All right, so we got the molcajete. We're making guacamole,
Yeah,
and
you're gonna
then
serve tables.
serve tables
Yeah, and we can have you put the orders into the computer and everything, into the point of sale
into the
system.
POS.
Into the POS system. You can ring orders in.
Well, this is super fun.
Yeah.
So, let's get to work. Yeah.
Do it.
All right, thank you. We're
Thanks.
going to work. Fight on.
Fight on.
Fight on.
Hi everyone, welcome. We're behind the bar here at the restaurant. I've got Elyse back here with me. I figured I needed a Spirit Leader alumni ringer to teach me how to make drinks, right?
Let's do it.
So what are we doing? What are we making? Let's
All right.
rock. Let's
So
do
we're
it.
gonna start with a cucumber jalapeno margarita.
Cucumber jalapeno margarita.
Yes, it's a spicy cucumber margarita.
Okay.
So we've got our ingredients here. So we have our fresh cut jalapenos, fresh cut cucumbers.
Cool.
We've got our agave, our coralejo reposado tequila,
Beautiful. Love
and
it.
then we have fresh lime juice that we squeeze every morning.
Okay, cool.
So that is what we're going to use to make this drink.
All right.
So first thing about bartending is you need to be able to free pour
Free
a shot
pour.
of tequila.
What do you mean free pour? Like,
So-
well, I'm not giving it out for free. We're still charging,
No,
right?
we're always charging, right? I don't know. Depends on the night. Might give it up.
Got it.
So when you have every bartender has a count that they measure
Okay.
one shot of tequila with. So
Sure.
I'm an 8 count. So what
Okay.
we will do is let you try and free pour yourself a
8,
shot.
5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And that ideally will be your pour every single time. If you fail, we can have you measure it, and that's okay too.
Okay, so let me see you do your 8. Oh, I see.
So
okay.
we got, that's a perfect shot of tequila.
Okay, here we go.
I'm
Let's
an
give it a
8
shot. And let's see, how do we measure? Let's see it, huh? How do they compare?
Oh, I think you did good.
Woo! I'm good. I'm good at tempo.
He's a pro. He's
You
a
didn't even
bartender
count.
at
You didn't
heart.
even count out loud. I just had to.
don't.
I just had to follow.
I made
Let's
it
see.
extra tough on you.
Let's check it out.
He's hired.
Am I a little?
Am I a little more or a little less? It's hard to
I
see.
think you're a little more, which I think is a good thing.
Is that good?
I mean, people will like you better.
Well,
for that.
you did say bringing people, you want them to feel like they're at home.
Yeah.
And if I'm pouring you a drink at home, it's probably going to be a little heavier than what you're going to pay for,
You
right?
did well.
Cool.
All right, we'll let you.
I'm in.
measure.
Phew. I passed the test. I had to read the book. I won't show. Look at this. Look at all these drinks. There's at least 10,000 pages in here.
That's right.
But we're focusing on 2.
And
All
you
right.
memorized the whole thing.
And I memorized. Oh, look at what's this? Oh, I like the cheat. This is smart. I'm gonna start doing this for the band kids. Here's a list of stuff for the day, and then put the music inside of it. That's cool. All right. So we've got the tequila.
Got your margarita glass.
Margarita glass.
So
now what I
first
do?
thing you're gonna do is flip it upside down, put some fresh lime juice
Oh,
on it.
lime juice on there.
And get
all
some
right.
tahini on the rim.
Oh, and some tahini, huh? Here we go. Give it a little dance like that.
There you go.
How's that look?
All right.
Does that look proper?
Yeah, it looks perfect. So you're gonna set that down.
Set that down.
Get yourself a little bit of ice in there.
A little bit of ice.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
There we go. And you're gonna
Ice.
put your tequila in.
The tequila. This tequila.
No, you're gonna count it out again.
Count it out again. All right, here we go.
Perfect.
How's that seem? Good?
Good.
All right.
Put your agave nectar. It's about the same. Add 2 more counts to it.
The same count plus 2 counts.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yahtzee.
Give it some lime juice in there.
How much of this?
I would say like about double what you just did.
See, this is not fair. First of all, it's not even the same pour spout. It's a squeezy bottle.
Feel it.
Feel
You
it.
can do it.
Sheesh.
There you go.
There we go. That looks a bit. That feels good.
All right,
that goes
perfect.
down there.
Ready to get a few fresh jalapenos? Throw
A
those
few.
guys in there.
Define a few.
Maybe 4.
So here's
Five?
the deal.
I like 5.
So Mrs. Vogel, big time spicy food fan.
Yes.
If she's a 10, I'm more of like a 7.
Okay.
All right. But I'm not. I want to make this drink for her so she can experience it
So
through.
I'm thinking 5 or 6.
5
for
or
her.
6, okay.
For you, I'd do like 2 or 3.
That's offensive. All right, here we go. So 1, 2, in here.
Yep.
3, 4.
Said you wanted it really spicy.
Yeah. 5. Ooh,
That's a big one.
5.
That's good. Let's stop
Uno
there.
mas. Uno mas. Here we go. 6. Okay.
All right, and then we're gonna get a handful of the cucumbers. And
A
put
handful
that in there.
of the cucumber in there. All right.
All right, now you're gonna
That look
get
good?
the top to this right here.
Top to this.
And give it a shake.
Give it a shake. Say when.
Put your muscle into it.
Oh,
Come
there's
on.
muscle in there. What is this?
All right, you're good.
Okay, we're good.
Let's see how you did.
Let's see how we did. All right. Good. All right, and we'll keep that ice going in there. Yeah.
Oh, you want to put the ice in too?
Do I?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, it's a margarita
Oh, that's right, huh? Look at me.
and all the goodies.
I was doing it like a martini.
Oh, look at you.
Okay. We got some
Perfect.
ice hanging out in there.
Then you're gonna cut yourself a slice of fresh cucumber.
A slice of fresh cucumber. I'm sure the bartenders are holding a knife while they hand you the drink, right? Anything. Right like that, huh?
All right, and you're gonna put that right on the edge
Oh,
there.
so we got to give ourselves a little bit of
There you go.
leeway.
Look at you.
Like I was not. That's
I'm impressed.
improvised, right? And there we go. How's that, huh?
You did well.
Am I in the family?
All right, you're in.
I'm in. Elyse says I'm in. All right, we got to try it. Who's gonna try it? Brett, taste test it.
You're
The
up,
camera.
Matt.
Look at that. Just the hand.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Spill it on himself. How is it?
Delicious.
Is it spicy?
It is quite spicy. I love the tahini.
All right, I'll taste test it. Are you gonna taste test it?
Heck yeah.
Okay. A straw? Yeah. Do we have straws?
There you go. This is
Oh,
here's another bartender trick. You ready?
Yeah. Oh, I
Called the
grab.
straw test.
Oh. And then we can test it out. Yeah.
You made a good margarita. And spicy. Mrs. Vogel would be proud.
Ooh, that's good.
Got some heat to it.
A little bit. It could be
Yeah.
spicier.
Well done.
And the cucumber, that's nice.
It's
So is this a specialty here at this
This
restaurant?
is a specialty here, and I actually have this in my restaurant as well. It's one of our best sellers.
Really?
Yeah.
Who doesn't have this? Or does everybody have it?
I don't know. I think everyone can definitely make it.
How could you not?
We
This
all
is
have the
killer.
fresh ingredients.
Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Okay, now what?
All right.
What are we gonna make next?
Now Maribel's coming in, and she's gonna make a blood orange margarita.
Maribel's coming in.
Yes.
Oh, there she is. She's coming over. So we just made the cucumber jalapeno margarita. is that the name? Is that what do you call it? What do you call it?
Cucumber jalapeno.
That's
Spicy
just it?
cucumber.
All right, so now we've swapped cousins. All right,
Yes.
we got Maribel back here. What are you
Hi.
teaching me now? What are we doing?
We are gonna make a blood orange mezcal margarita.
Okay, and what's the difference between what's the mezcal?
So mezcal is going to be made from a different agave plant, and the way
Cool.
they make it is it's smoked.
Ooh.
And there's different levels of smoke depending on the mezcal. We're going to use this one. It's called Dos Hombres Mezcal.
Okay.
And it's delicious, and it
Sure.
goes really well with blood orange.
All right, let's
So we're
rock
gonna
and
do
roll.
that. We got fresh blood orange slices here. We're going to start with that.
Ooh, cool.
So here we go. Oh, we need this one. Okay.
What do we need? What do we want? What do we do?
So we're going to have to muddle some blood orange.
Oh, neat.
So you
right
have to
on.
use the muddler.
Oh, cool.
So what you want to
Gotta
do,
get strong. Okay.
here's your muddler. You're gonna probably let's take 4 of those slices.
Four of these.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lose that. 4 of these.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. I like this one. 4. Okay.
Perfect. Put it here. We're
Put it
gonna
here.
add the tequila.
Oh, we're gonna add the
before
tequila
you
now.
muddle.
Okay. Now, am I pouring?
You're gonna
Like
pour an
Elyse?
ounce and a half. Well, you know, do you want to measure or do you want to eyeball it? Let's do it like Elyse.
I'm gonna
Let's count.
eyeball
Let's do
it.
a
Now you
count.
told me I gotta hold my finger
Yes.
here, right? All right. So here we go. And we put a little extra in there just for you.
That
okay?
looks perfect, and I like the sound effects that went with it.
Me counting?
I think, yeah.
I could just count in my head, but
It
like
was-
I'm a child, so
No,
I have to do
it
it out
was
loud.
good.
Okay, the mezcal's in.
Now you're
The
gonna
blood
muddle.
oranges. Now we're gonna muddle. So
Yeah.
what's the technique here? Is it am I pounding it? Am I
You know, I think
turning it?
the
What's
second
the deal?
one, kind of more of a turn.
And then is it this kind of a grip or this kind of
Ooh.
a grip? What do you
Let's see
do?
what feels right for you. I think every bartender has their preference.
I think it's this, right? That
Yeah,
feels right.
that's a
But this
good
is the
move.
point where I'm going like, say, hey, how's your day going?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. How are the wife? The kids? They're good. Yeah. Golf's going right. Is that how we're doing it? Yeah.
basically. It's your time to chat. Let them see that you're making a nice fresh drink.
We're really working on it. Maybe
Yeah.
getting them eating more chips, right?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, I love that.
Get
Okay.
their mouth watering while they
So
see
how
you
do
do
so
this.
what am I looking for when I'm looking down in there, huh?
Just want to release all the flavors of the blood orange.
Yeah, and we want to get the oils out of the rind,
Yeah,
right?
the
and really
rind
get them in there.
creates a great flavor.
Okay, but is it?
Yeah.
Am I really pulverizing this, or do we
No.
still want? How's that
You're
look?
good. You've crushed it.
Here, let me show. Literally, I've crushed it.
crushed
Let's show it to the camera. Here we go. There's the muddled stuff.
The
Yeah.
muddled stuff.
The muddled stuff.
The
Elyse,
muddled fruit.
how's this look? Come eyeball this for me, huh? We need a second opinion.
Is it muddled enough?
I think you gotta work a little harder.
Work a little harder, she says, right? That's what my kids say, right? I'm like chasing around the yard. And they're
little
like,
more,
come on,
Dad."
Dad, a little more effort out of you, huh? See if you can throw me 20 feet into the air. Okay.
You're good.
All right, we're good. All right,
Put
so
it
where
back
did
here.
where did the
That
muddler
goes
live?
In the sink.
In the sink.
Yes.
Listen, we're washing
We'll
our
use
stuff,
it
health
later.
code
Yes,
people.
you gotta
Take it
keep
easy.
Keep your section clean and tidy.
So I leave it in here, or we're bringing it back?
You can bring it back here.
We'll bring it back. All right,
There you
so
go.
it's been rinsed, it's
Yeah.
clean. All right, Yahtzee. Now what's next?
We're adding just a little lime juice, not
Just
too
a-
much, because that is the citrus and there was rind. So,
Right, so this-
flavor-wise,
And so there's already acidity from this
Yep.
in here. So
Just
just
give it another splash.
Just a splash. There
yeah,
we go.
that looks good.
Splash looks good. And then
Agave.
Agave.
Yes, I would probably do a little bit more than what you just did on the lime juice, a little more than a splash.
A little more than a splash. Man,
Yeah.
this is complicated.
I know.
I don't remember reading this in the book.
Yeah,
Well, okay, here we go.
I'm
So a
really
little,
making you work for it.
how's that? Good?
That seems
A
good.
little more?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little more. All right. There we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Now we're gonna add some ice and shake.
All right, the ice is in. Oh no, we didn't add ice
No,
yet.
because we did
Oh, my
second,
ice is
'cause we
here. My
muddled.
ice
Yeah,
is
go ahead
there.
and add that.
All right, add some ice.
And then
That's not gonna fit. Where's
it
my?
is not.
Where's my small one?
You're gonna want to use actually.
Ah, here we go. We got it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yahtzee.
There we
Wait,
go.
let me assume the position.
Woo! Nice, good shake.
Now, what's the sound? What's the sound we're going for, right?
Well,
What am I
you're the
listening for?
musician, so
I know.
let's have you get
So is it more?
creative
Am I
here.
thinking like, is this like one of those big? So you know, there's a percussion instrument called a cocktail shaker.
Oh.
There is, and it's an aluminum pipe with beads in there, right? And
Amazing.
it's more of it's like a tighter, crisper sound when compared to like maracas. Like maracas are a bit more wild, more
Yeah.
vibrant. This is more of like a measured. kind
Okay,
of a
so
sound.
let's hear that.
But this has more of like because the ice is so big. Let's see.
Yeah, there you go.
How am I doing? All the percussionists are watching going, hack. He's out. Okay, so we've got it. Now,
Yep.
all of this is going in there.
It does, but we
Does
need
this
to
need a
salt
rim?
the rim first.
Salt the
Yes.
rim.
What do you want to do, salt or tahini?
Let's do salt. So what
Perfect.
kind of salt is this? What do we got?
This is bar salt. You've got
Bar
You
salt.
dip it in the lime juice.
Okay.
Yeah.
We come over here, give it a little love.
There
yeah.
we go.
How's that? Woo! Salt. I got some in there.
That is okay.
That's fine.
No one's mad about a salty marg, you know?
And then all of it in.
Yep, dump it
all
all
of it
in.
Here we are.
There you go.
Holy smokes. There we go. Whoop. Okay. So we lost an ice. Garnish?
Yep, you're gonna put a slice of there.
A slice of the blood orange.
The blood orange on there.
All right, man, that's messy.
It is
okay?
messy.
But
Sometimes people like to take off the rind.
This?
Yeah, you can take that off. There you go.
Take that off.
Yeah.
We'll take that out.
Yeah,
what about
there
this
you
one?
go.
You think
Yeah,
that one too? Okay.
Yeah.
Just,
You could run it through a strainer, but sometimes people like the chunk of the, the fruit chunks in there. It looks nice and fresh.
I mean, either way,
I think it looks good.
It looks like listen, it's probably going to taste great. It looks like an absolute disaster. So
It's gonna taste really
It's going
good.
to taste great. I kind of miffed it on the pour.
Yes.
But we'll go for it. All right, so we'll taste it. Here we go. We're going to taste it one more time because all that salt I poured in just zapped up the straw.
Yep.
Let me tell you what, that is smoky.
Yeah, the mezcal.
That's super smoky.
It is.
All right, you try it for me and tell me
Okay.
here. I'll hand you.
We do the bar test here.
Yeah.
So before you hand a drink off to a customer, you want to
test
make sure
it,
it's
yeah.
good.
Let's see. How'd I do? What's it need?
I think it's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah, I do.
Who knew? I have these hidden talents, these hidden gifts.
The mezcal and the blood orange to me is the perfect combo.
So here these two drinks. They're
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the ingredients are different, but just they're wildly different
Wildly
drinks.
different,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is super smoky. Brett, try this.
You
try
guys
it,
gotta
Brett.
try this.
You will not believe.
And there's lots of different types of mezcal, so you're gonna get different levels of smoke.
Oh, it tastes like a campfire.
It does.
You see?
Wow.
Super smoky.
Not what I expected.
This is super fun. This is super cool.
Yeah, you can have a lot of fun with all these.
So we often associate margaritas with Mexican restaurants.
Yes.
Is any version of the margarita, is that what you think you sell the most often?
Yes. People don't come here they come here for a margarita.
Sure.
Of course we have a full bar, we can make anything they want.
Yeah, martini, vodka soda.
Old fashioned,
yeah.
whatever, but it's a margarita.
Yeah.
People kind of just want the simple Cadillac margarita too.
Yeah.
We don't use any triple sec or sweet and sour mix here.
Sure.
We use all fresh ingredients. I think the margarita has changed over the years. People
Okay.
want the fresh lime juice, a little agave, and just the
Got it.
freshest ingredients, the better.
Okay, so we made these. Can we make just a house margarita?
Yes,
like what's the standard, and
That
then
one
we'll
is going
compare
to
all
be very
three.
simple.
Very simple.
We've got
All right.
lime juice, agave, tequila.
Lime juice,
That is
agave,
it.
tequila.
Yes,
Okay.
we'll make that one.
So I get my ice. There's the ice.
Get you a fresh cup.
We have our glass ready to go.
Yeah, so this one, the ice can go first. You're going to do your count of tequila. Which tequila would you like to use?
Well, we
Wanna
did
use this one?
that way we can really we'll get like a real scientific.
Totally.
It's for science, everybody.
Yes,
it's for
yeah.
science. All right.
This is all
So we come
very
in,
important.
1, 4, 7, 8. There we go. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
And about the same amount that you just did of lime juice.
About the same amount with the lime juice.
And about half the amount of agave.
Oh, okay. So a four
you just
count.
Yeah. I'll be two count. There you go.
There we go. I'm counting
There you go.
fast. I'm doing Elise's
Yeah.
tempo, right? Everything's.
Now you shake.
Now we shake. Let's rinse
Yeah.
this because
Yes,
we still
you got
have
some mezcal in there.
again for science. I'm sensing a theme on this Streamathon this week. We're going to Napa to go. One of our alums is a sommelier.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
So
You guys are having a fun week.
This is-
Margaritas and wine.
this is work.
Let's get that tempo.
I'm getting like an earth, wind, and fire out of this one. Okay. All right, so we got that going.
And do you want to salt or tahini your rim here?
Tap it. That didn't work. Man, I really jacked that on there, huh? I need a pro. What have I done to myself?
There you go.
It's like when they get their mouthpieces stuck. You come in with a mouthpiece stuck in a trumpet, easy.
Oh.
I'll get it, no problem. But a cocktail
rookie
shaker,
wouldn't be
yeah,
able to do
yeah,
that.
not a chance. But a cocktail shaker, and that's the
There you
regular,
go.
huh?
Oh, we're a little short, but that's okay.
Oh, what a bummer. Well, here we go. Let's try it. So we're gonna taste test
Yeah.
all three, side by side.
You tell me. Let me
This
get a
is
straw.
mine. I'm not doing the trick because I'm just gonna do it, right?
Let's see. How did we do?
Come to my house. We're gonna have a party.
Perfect margarita.
Is that great? This is awesome. This
We're
is
done.
a lot of fun. We're done. All right, so we've learned. I'm ready.
You killed it. You did an amazing job. You read
Would
the
you
recipe.
would you
book.
hire me?
Yes. And you've got the personality. You've got the shaking down. I think you'd be a great hire.
I have a personality. I don't know if it's the personality. Groovy. So we made the drinks.
Yeah.
What's next on our hit list for?
Well, you can't
Avila's
have
El Ranchito?
margarita without guacamole.
We can't. Now, I'm going to tell you this. It's okay. We've discussed. I'm a little allergic.
Yes.
But I'm going to eat it
You
anyway.
will not be eating it.
I'm going to eat it.
I will not be responsible for
You
you
won't be.
having
No,
an
it's okay. I
allergic
signed the waiver.
reaction.
All right. So we're gonna take a break from the bar, and we're
Yeah.
gonna jump in on guacamole. Here we
Guacamole
go.
time.
Let's rock. All right. So let's see. We learned about the family business. We made margaritas. Honest assessment of the margaritas. Give
You
it to
did
me
great.
straight.
You're hired. Sorry, USC. He's leaving.
He's be here. Catch me here Tuesday nights, Taco Tuesday. All right. So now we're making
Guacamole.
guacamole. All right. So what's step one? What do we got to do?
All right.
What do we
so
have in front of us?
Step one, we have our traditional molcajete.
Okay.
We're gonna hang on to this.
Why
guy
is this
here.
important? Why is this important?
The tradition. So
Yeah.
the rock and I should say stone that it's made out of.
Yeah.
You see all the grooves in there.
Mhm.
So as you put all the ingredients in, you're going to use this to grind it in, and that helps bring all the flavors out
Sure,
and flavors
yeah.
together, which
Okay.
creates your perfect guacamole.
That's what makes it.
Yep.
But this is very traditional Mexican,
Yes.
cultural.
Yes, so
Every
we have
house
them in
has
our
one of these.
families.
Yeah.
They pass down.
This
through
is
the
yours from home.
generation. This is mine from home.
Yeah, okay.
It's very old.
Nice.
And the older they are, the better they are.
Now, is the handle and the bowl carved from the same stone?
That's a good question.
That'd
I'm
be-
gonna say yes.
I mean, they look like it, but then it's all one thing, right?
Yeah, I actually think so. Yes.
So you'll pass this down, kid to kid to kid to kid to kid, and then in 5 generations, your spirit will still be in here. Yes.
right.
Haunting them.
I'm never gonna leave.
So they go, all right. So we've got the tools. What are all these ingredients? So
All
what
right.
do we have?
So we've got garlic salt.
Garlic salt,
We have your avocado,
avocado,
onion,
white onion,
tomato,
tomato,
cilantro, fresh lime.
fresh lime,
Yes,
and that's it.
that's it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things.
Yes, and you can do this either with garlic salt or you can do salt and fresh garlic as well.
Salt and fresh garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Which do you like better?
I think I would go garlic salt because it's quicker and easier.
Sure.
But if you have the time, go with the fresh garlic.
Oh, the fresh garlic. All right, what goes into the bowl first?
We're gonna start with the avocado.
Start with the avocado. All right, so
You dump
all of
that
it,
all in
the whole
there.
thing. Bam, Yahtzee.
Perfect.
Yeah, we don't want to lose any of that precious, this millennial fuel, the avocado, right? All right,
All right.
then,
You're gonna use that and you're gonna start mixing it and
Like
kind
this?
of create. Yep. Perfect.
and kind of create,
Kind of like your bartending.
oh, the muddling.
Yep. There you go.
Okay,
And you want to create that avocado consistency. So like your traditional avocado, that sort of
what I'm used to seeing.
fluffy, delicious consistency.
Okay, now is the twisting important?
Yeah, you're doing good. Because that's gonna grind it into the stone.
Grind it into the stone. And we want to pull whatever historical flavors are in the stone out of the stone
Exactly.
as we put the avocado in the stone.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Next, you can choose. I would go with tomato or onion.
Tomato or onion
The finer
next.
ingredients you're gonna do last.
The finer ingredients you can see. I would almost think we do. In my mind, I'm thinking the salt would go first because then the crystals would help to jostle everything up.
But you're gonna do these ingredients more because they need to mix in more and break
Ah,
down more. So like
okay.
your tomato juice needs to break down more than say your salt.
All right, so we're still going to work that a little. So now, what do you do next?
I would go tomato, but you can do tomato or onion.
All right, the whole thing, plop, bam. Okay, we got it all.
Same story,
Same story, just
different
get it.
ingredient.
Same story, different ingredient. Oh, look at that. It's already looking so good. Okay.
All right.
You hear the sound? That's official, authentic. Okay, onion.
Get your onion in there.
Bam. Okay. I'm like Emerald. Who's your favorite celebrity chef?
Anthony Bourdain
Anthony Bourdain.
is my favorite celebrity chef.
I'm a Guy Fieri fan.
Ooh, my husband too.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Does he like Diners,
Diners
Drive-Ins?
and drive-ins
Yeah.
always on at our house.
You got a one-way ticket to Flavortown here on Triple D, right?
In my living room all the time.
I don't want to say I watched it last night in preparation for today, but I may have just a little bit.
You feel good? You're feeling like you're feeling your
yeah,
Guy Fieri
I
in
should
there?
have bleached my tips. Okay, so we got the onion, the tomato, the avocado,
Put some cilantro in there. You don't have to put the whole thing. I would just grab maybe like half of that and sprinkle it in there.
half of it, and sprinkle it in.
Mm-hmm.
Little salt bay going on. Okay, how's that? Good?
Perfect.
Okay. Ooh, smell that? How's
Get
it
the good
smell? Give me a
cilantro.
little smell going.
Amazing. Smells like guacamole. You're doing great.
Okay. All right, we get this going. Now, do you do this at the tables here in the restaurant, or are you doing in the kitchen?
So it depends on our location.
Okay.
In my location, we do not because it's a tiny location. There's no space.
Okay.
But some of our, like our Lake Forest location does do tableside guacamole.
Yeah, that's super cool.
All right. A little bit of the garlic salt.
All of this, or like a pinch, a dash? What do you think?
I'm gonna go with like 2 pinches.
Two,
And then we'll try it
two
and
pinches.
decide.
As they say, season to taste.
That's right.
Right? Okay.
You have to taste
So
all
here
your
we go.
food. And then let's get some fresh lime
We'll
juice
get that
in there.
mixed up a little. Both
So the
halves or one
acidity
half?
and both. The acidity and
Okay.
the lime juice helps give the guacamole that traditional flavor that you know.
That you know and love
That's
here in
right.
Southern California. All right, 1 and 2. Get that all down in there. You ever do the fork trick where you like fork at the pulp, it gets more juice out? You ever seen this before?
No.
Yeah.
You're gonna teach me something.
Yeah. I don't have a fork handy, but okay, we got that going. Now we get this all mixed up together.
And then you've got yourself some fine guacamole.
Does it look fine?
Let's see.
I mean, I don't know.
I think you're doing good. It looks great.
Looks pretty good. Hear that sound? That's it. That's it. Here, pull the mic in close. Get right up in there, Anthony. Right? We'll get it.
Let's hear it. Beautiful.
That's
Doing
great.
good.
Okay, so now we've got that here. I'll plop that there. All right, so now what do we do?
We eat it.
We eat it. Okay,
Yeah.
let's try it. Here we go. So we'll put it on the plate.
With the chip?
Here, I'm gonna scoop some
You're
out.
gonna serve it. All right.
I'm gonna serve it. Oh, here, watch this. Ready? We'll plop it there, like that. Okay. Little
Oh, you're gonna
service
plate
going on.
it. Well
We're
done.
gonna plate it and put just a little. There we go. And a red chip, and a yellow chip, cardinal and gold. Look at that, huh?
Fight on guacamole.
Fight on guacamole. Okay, let's try it, shall we? So you try it and you let me know how we did. What's it need?
I think you did it. You make a good guacamole.
That's banging. And I can't even eat all of it, but you know what? I know Maribel didn't want me to eat it, but I'm gonna eat it anyway. Don't be nervous.
You're making me nervous with your avocado allergy. Is it worth it?
You're awesome.
It's worth it. It's worth it. So this is awesome. This is delicious. So I feel like I'm really learning about the restaurant business, right? So we're here. We learned about the history. I know how to make drinks. I know how to make guacamole. Now I got to learn how to.
Serve a table.
I got to sell this stuff.
Let's do it.
Let's sell the too. All right. So up next, we're gonna take a break, quick commercial break, and up next, Elyse is gonna walk me through the specials, what it is. Maybe we can do the hosting. I can seat people.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and so we'll learn all that side of the thing. We'll come right back. Fight on, everybody.
Fight on.
Nailed it. All right, welcome back. We're at Avila's El Ranchito down here in Newport Beach, hanging out with Elyse, former Spirit Leader Elyse. So we've tended bar, we've learned about the family, we made guacamole. Now let's get people into the restaurant. Let's get them seated, and let's serve them. Can we do that?
Yeah.
All right. What do I have to do? So
All
what's
right.
step one?
So we always tell our hosts, this is the most important job in the restaurant because
Okay.
you're the first person someone sees when they
Sure.
walk through the door.
Okay.
So the first thing is to welcome them into the restaurant.
Right.
First person they see, you want them to feel like they're part of our family and
Okay.
like they're welcome in here.
So now I shouldn't like hand them a broom and give them chores.
Not
it's
yet,
not like
no.
okay, not yet. That
We'll
was
get to
just
know
for
'em
me.
first.
Okay, we'll get to know them first. So they walk in, I say hello. How many folks you got with you? What's the part, you know?
So it depends. So if you're on a wait, you're gonna have to get all their information. Their
Yeah.
name, phone number,
Sure.
how many in their party, where they want to sit, and all those fun questions. If you're not on a wait, then yeah, you're gonna say, hi, welcome to Avila's El Ranchito. How
Okay.
many are in your party today?
How many are in your party today? Now, is this a family script? Do you all share the same script, or do you let your hosts
I don't
kind
know.
of?
I always tell my hosts, be yourself. People want to get to know you for who you
Sure.
actually are, but just make sure you're smiling and welcome and.
Okay.
And I say get to know the people too. Like I said, we have a lot of regulars here. We see a lot of the same people every week.
Okay.
So, someone I see 3-4 times a week, I probably won't treat the same as someone who walks in for the first time.
Got it. All right. So we're gonna practice.
All right.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna walk out, and I'm gonna walk in, and
Oh.
you're gonna show me what to do.
all right.
And then we'll flip flop. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Come with me, Brett. Here we go. We're going out. We're leaving at beautiful Newport. So here we are down in Newport Beach, heading on in to Avila's El Ranchito, the Newport location. I'm a little bit hungry, I'm a little famished, so let's head on in and see. That door's locked. Let's see what we've got going on, all right?
Hi, welcome to Avila's El Ranchito. How are you today?
Oh, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Did you go to USC?
You know what, I sure did.
You did. Are you involved there?
Well, as a matter of fact, yeah, I work at USC. This is true.
No way, I love that.
Yeah,
I went to USC too. Who are you here with today?
You went to USC?
Yeah, fight on.
Fight on. Okay.
How many in your party today?
It's just me, just
Just
lonely
you.
old me. Yeah.
All right, come on right this way.
Wow. Okay, I'm coming.
Good job.
So that's
Got
it.
that? That's it.
Okay. And then how many menus you grabbed?
Depends on how many people. So they're gonna do
One of
a
these.
menu, a specials menu,
Menu specials.
and a drink menu.
And a drink menu.
Drink menu.
Drink
Specials
menu.
menu. There you go.
All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
For one
Hi,
for
just
lunch?
one. All right.
There we go. Right this way.
Right this way.
Where would you like to sit?
It's real life. It's happening. So we're gonna watch.
Take that
So this is
back.
fun. So we're seeing
Do you
a
wanna do this
pro
one
at
right here?
work, right? She's going in, seating her people. So
How's
I'm
your
gonna
day
watch.
going?
I'm taking notes. I'm learning.
Finally, the sun's coming out. It's cold this morning. It's like terrible.
So now what
Enjoy.
I'm curious about, when she picks the table, does she let the guest pick the table or
There
she
you go.
pick the table? So did you pick the table or did you let her pick the table?
Depends on the person. Sometimes people you have to read them. So
Yeah,
sometimes
okay.
people kind of beeline and they've got their spot
Sure.
thought out. And
Okay.
if they just look at you, then I usually pick the table for them.
Got it. Okay. So now we switch.
All right, let's go.
Okay. I'll be the person. Let me put my menus away. So I was saying to Johnny, it's a terrible investment idea. You should present. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to Avila's El Ranchito. How are you today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
So are you here to eat or are you here to do business?
I'm here to have margaritas.
Margaritas, I've got just the margarita for you. So you by yourself, you got friends?
I've got a party of 10.
Party of 10? All right, 10, come right this way. We'll get 10. So it seems, all right, it seems palatable enough. How did I do?
You did great.
Did I?
Yeah.
Was my food or business line, was
You're
it off the rails or were we
You're
okay?
a natural in this.
Okay. Well, you know, oftentimes we'll get intruders to the band space, right? People just wander into the Lion Center and they're lost, and so it's, hi, how are you? And we snatch them and get them out of there. Usually they're looking for a bathroom, right? On game day, they're out of there. All right, so we get them in, we get them seated, and then we've got to.
So then you're turning into a server at that point, right?
Typically not the same person.
Not the same person.
Okay.
However, when you're a server, you're going to go up and greet the table. So,
Okay.
you know, hi, welcome to Avila's El Ranchito. My name's Elyse. I'm going to be taking care of you today.
Okay.
And then I would say something like, not just, can I get you something to drink, right? You
Sure.
want to try and offer them, you know, some
what
of our specialties.
So what are we feeling? Are we feeling a cucumber margarita? Maybe something a little spicy? Is
Same
that?
thing, you got to read the person.
Read them.
Yeah.
So you try to figure out how often do you think you get it on the money right? You guess the drink they want.
I don't know, maybe 50% of the time. Never, but
That's
I
still
try.
pretty
I
good.
try, yeah.
You know, in football that's not good, but baseball a 500 average is strong. It's really good. Okay, so now we got to serve some tables, yeah?
Yeah, let's
So let's
learn
do
to
that.
serve
Let's do
tables.
it. All right.
So the first thing I would do is welcome them into the restaurant
Okay.
and introduce yourself.
Cool.
Welcome to Avila's El Ranchito. My name's Elyse. Have you guys been here before?
Great.
Find out. If they haven't, you can tell them a little about the restaurant.
Sure.
So, you know, we've been open since 1966. We're a family-owned, family-run business.
Yeah.
And then I would offer them some sort of appetizer. Can I start you off with some guacamole or an appetizer?
Okay.
You always want to ask. And then I would, which you'll have to study the menu next, but
Sure.
offer them, do you have any questions for me on the menu?
Okay. Any questions on the menu? We're known for our.
Yes, we are well known. So our Mama Avila's soup is what we
Okay.
are known for. That is a chicken and white rice. Skip. A chicken and rice soup.
Okay.
So our Mama Avila's soup is a chicken and rice soup. We have fresh avocado, cilantro, onion, and tomato in it, and it's
Okay.
served with fresh corn or flour tortillas.
Okay. Corn or
Important
flour.
part of being a server is knowing your menu. That's probably
Right.
the most important part.
Okay. So the soup. So might I recommend Mama Avila's? Just soup?
Mama Avila's soup.
Mama Avila's soup.
Yeah.
It's a chicken and white rice soup.
Chicken and rice soup.
Chicken and rice soup.
Yes.
White rice? I guess it doesn't
Not
matter.
white rice.
Okay,
We
what
have
is it?
Mexican rice. so
Mexican rice, sorry. Chicken and rice soup. We add fresh avocado, tomato, diced onion, cilantro,
Uh-huh. And it's served with fresh
and it's served
tortillas.
with fresh corn or flour tortillas.
Yes.
Which tortillas would you like?
Exactly. So you got to get their tortillas.
Okay, so that's a little high pressure. And then
you answer any questions they might have about the menu.
Any
So they
questions
might
they have about
ask
the
you
menu.
about specific menu items.
Okay.
Chat with them, and then you start getting their food.
so if they say, "Is it spicy?" I say, "Of course it is."
Depends on the item.
The kind
but
of
yeah.
restaurant you're at. Or okay. I think we can. I think we can navigate this. We can get it done. Should we give it a shot?
Let's go.
All right, let's walk over. I've never been more nervous in my life. Here we go. So Elyse has coached me through it. We have our very special secret guest. Again, someone I've never known before this very day. I'm going to practice being a server. Here we go. Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. How are you?
Welcome to the restaurant. So is this your first time visiting with us?
First time.
First time. All right, well, since it's your first time, may I recommend a dish for you?
Sure.
All right, you've got to try Mama Avila's soup, all right? It is a chicken and rice soup. It's delicious. It's great. Longtime family recipe. We add fresh avocado, diced tomato, diced onion, cilantro. It's just chef's kiss. And the best part, you get your choice of fresh corn or flour tortillas. So what are you feeling? Does that sound good to you?
Kind of nice.
Okay, I'll put you down for a soup. What kind of tortillas do you like?
We get corn.
Corn tortillas. All right, soup. I know how to spell corn tortillas. Can I interest you in an appetizer? Maybe some guacamole? She's thinking. She's thinking. Just so you know, the guy who makes the guacamole, he's very attractive.
How attractive.
The most. He's into music and red jackets. He owns many Cardinal Blazers.
I just have one.
Yeah, that's okay.
I just want a cheese quesadilla.
That's it? Cheese quesadilla
As appetizer.
as the appetizer.
Yeah. Should I get something else?
Is that an appetizer?
It is. She did well.
Okay, cheese quesadilla. And have you decided on your entree other than the soup?
Yes.
All right.
It's called a chingolingus. Have you ever heard of that?
I'm sorry, excuse me?
Chingolingus.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah. Oh, it's my favorite. I've had it every day for the past year. Okay, you got it. And how would you like that cooked? Rare, medium well?
It's chicken, so it's going to go ahead
So
and
that's
be
gonna
fully
be
cooked.
it's gonna be all the way. All right, you've got it. We're just coming right up. Thank you. This will be a pleasure. We'll have the food right out to you, Jan.
Okay.
Thank you. Take care. Fight on. All right, we'll walk over. Don't cut yet. All right, that was a bit of a disaster, but I think we'll do okay. We'll do okay. So here's my extensive notes. I wrote soup corn, cheese quesadilla. What is this dish she picked? What is this?
The one you asked if she would like a rare medium.
Yeah, does she want
It's
rare
a
chicken?
Chicken dish.
Yeah.
Where we have a shredded chicken in a pastry.
Okay.
It's fried and served with rice and Mexican beans
And
and sour cream.
she knows the menu. She's a pro. I was quizzing you. So that seems similar to like is it similar to like a flauta or a rolled taco, something
It
like
is.
that?
It's actually very similar to a flauta. There's more chicken in it, and it's a little bit larger.
Okay, cool. So now you show me how to put this order in.
Let's do it.
Okay,
We're going
let's
to go
do
to
it.
the point of sale system,
The POS, the point of sale system. All right.
and we're going to hit table service.
Table service.
Not sure whose number we're using right now, but you're going to pick her table. So if you were a server, you would memorize every single table in the restaurant, right? So depending
this.
on where you're in the courtyard, the dining room, so on and so forth, all the way through, you would know every number.
So where are we?
Let's go with
Where-
A9.
Do we know this?
Yeah. So your number of guests.
It was 2.
Yep.
Her and her
Jan
flag.
and her flag.
Jan and her flag. Okay. Oh my gosh. Look at all these buttons. What is this? All right.
All right.
So-
I'm going to let you do it.
So we did.
Let's
Let's
give
see if
your
I can
best
navigate
guess.
it. I did work at a movie theater. I sold popcorn, but it was just so you know there were no words. It was pictures. Popcorn. All right. So she had a drink, and
Yes.
it was a Topo Chico. There we go.
Very good.
We got it. All right. Now food. She did get.
You're doing great.
She got an app, right? And she got the cheese quesadilla. Let's try it. So this might. Hey Jan,
So
did you want extra cheese with your quesadilla?
Yes.
Okay. Phew. Dodge that bullet. Okay.
now you're just going to press done because
What
there's
is
no
all this-
other mods.
What's a no make? What's that mean?
That means that you don't actually need it made. So maybe you got it earlier in the day and you forgot to ring it in. You just asked the kitchen or something, but you
okay.
need to ring it in.
So it's rung in. There it is. Cheese quesadilla, extra cheese.
So as a server, you would need to course out her meals. So you're going to go ahead and send that because you need that first. And then we're going to wait until the time's appropriate, and then you would send
Now
her
the
next
soup.
course.
The soup Should we do that as a appetizer?
I think I would wait.
Because it's very substantial.
It is.
This is very delicious. All right, so
Typically, people eat our soup as a full meal.
so I send it.
So we're gonna send.
Send.
There you go.
And we know this is the table she's at.
This is the table she's at.
And is that a timer? 1 minute?
It is a timer.
Okay.
You put your order in 1 minute ago.
All right. So then when do I put in for the meal itself?
Well, that's like a big part of serving. So you're timing out. You might have 8, 9
Interesting.
tables at a time, and so you're constantly thinking about when you need to put things in.
No way.
And to make sure that the flow of everyone's table is going right.
Did you ever do this?
I did for many years. I still do once in a while.
Do you?
Yeah.
How good? Like, is it like riding a bicycle? You come right back
It is.
into it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So how long is a typical wait time for putting
For
in
food,
an order?
I would say we're pretty quick here. Probably about 5 minutes, they'll have that quesadilla ready for you.
And so it'll hit, and then you put in the next one. So
I
as
would
soon
drop
as
it off to
drop
her,
it.
walk back, and then you're going to put in your next course.
Is there like a restaurant lingo? Like drop it. We got to drop and send. Like,
No.
damn.
But I'll try and come up with something.
That'd be fun, right? You just all right. We got to drop and send. Okay. So let's.
Actually, yes. You would say, I'm going to run my food.
I'm going to run my food.
There you go.
That means I'm bringing it
you're
out.
taking it to the
Run my
table.
food. Now, am I going to bring the food, or someone else will from the kitchen?
That's all on you.
I got to go get it.
Yep.
How do I know it's ready?
You have to check.
I have to go over there.
Yeah. A lot of walking. Get your
You
steps
said five.
in.
You said 5 minutes.
Yeah,
So
somewhere
it's been
around there.
2. But what about the drink? I got to get the drink also.
Well, she already has her drink. But yes, normally
She
you would
has
get
her
her
drink.
drink first.
So I put it in.
You skipped a step, but it's okay.
But when I send the drink, I'm sending it to me.
When you, yes, yours. Well, unless it's a margarita, then you're sending it to the bar, and the bartender is going to make it.
So the bartender knows. Now, does the system account for that, or is it just like right now?
It does.
Okay.
So it's all routed to the right place. So
Cool,
if you
okay.
send a margarita, it's going to the bar, but if you send a quesadilla, it's going to the kitchen.
Sadie
Yes.
was at the bar, right?
Oh, no. Jody.
Jody,
Yes.
my friend Jody. Okay. So, but in terms of this drink, I would have taken this order, sent it, but it's just putting it in to add to the ticket, and then I go and get it.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. That's complicated.
It's a lot of work.
It's like, man, what's harder, doing this or the Spirit Leader stuff?
Depends on the day.
Depends on the day, right?
Yeah.
Doing a backflip versus serving up some food.
Depends on the day.
Okay. All right, so it's been a few minutes. Should we go check?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Let's go check. All right, so we have the appetizer, the cheese quesadilla. Check it out. What kind of cheese do you use?
We use a blend that we shred here of Monterey Jack and Cheddar.
Monterey Jack and Cheddar. I was gonna say, looks like Monterey Jack and Cheddar.
You're right.
So now we're gonna go give this to Jan.
That's right.
All right, here we go. Off. You got the music going? All right, Jan, I've got that quesadilla for you. Careful, it's a hot plate. All right, is there anything else I can get for you right now?
No, I'm good.
You're good on water? You ready for a margarita, maybe a shot of tequila? We'll do it together. Okay, you got it. Enjoy, Jan, enjoy. Thank you. So we got the drinks, the appetizers. Now, was it the right call when I drop off? You asked them if they need anything else, right?
Absolutely, you're doing
Something
great.
like how the food is, if there's something wrong, right?
We don't ask them if something's wrong.
Right.
I would get a general idea of how's everything tasting.
How's it
over
taste to
here?
you, right?
I'm
Now-
so glad you're enjoying it.
Now, I do know every restaurant I go to, whenever I take my first bite, the server appears out of nowhere. It's like, how's it taste? And I'm like, mouthful of something.
It's a server trick.
Is that part of it?
It is.
Okay, so we have Jan's food.
Yes.
So we're gonna take it to her. All right, so here we go. This is the famous soup. I can't try this before I give it to her?
You can't. That would not
You're
be
sure?
good. Yeah. I mean, you could ask Jan. She might say yes.
We'll ask Jan. Here we go. All right. Ooh. Can I tell you a secret?
Yes.
When I was a kid, I used to serve meals at it was an old folks home. We used to serve Thanksgiving meals, and I once spilled an entire pot of turkey grease onto a rug in this facility.
This is your redemption moment.
Hopefully you paid your insurance on your flooring. Here we go. All right, we're coming in. Oh, hi, Jan. How you doing?
Great.
Look at there. So here's Mama Avila's soup. It's a beautiful soup. You're gonna love every bite of it. I'll come back when it's empty. Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna bring you the rest of your food. All right, sounds good. Here we go.
You'd walk back to the kitchen.
Then I'd go all the way, in theory, back to the kitchen.
Yes. This might be hot. Oh,
Is
you're
it
okay
hot?
now.
Is it hot?
No, you're
Okay.
good now.
Any Mexican restaurant, they bring these plates out. Like, don't touch it. It's hot. And these plates are 1 billion degrees.
Yes.
But these servers are just
Well, at some point when you've served long enough,
Yeah.
I think you just lose feeling in the tips of your fingers.
Is that what it
and
is?
So you can pick up any hot plate.
I am such a, when it comes to like hot things, I'm such a sissy.
But some servers will use a pot holder, and then they keep it in their pocket, so when they have to grab a hot plate, they can do that.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna pretend it's not that hot. All right, so I'm coming in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that looks, I can't try this either?
No.
God. All right, here we are, coming on in. Jan, I've got that chingalingas for you right here. Check this out. Delicious chicken pastry. We make the pastry in-house by hand.
Yeah?
We do. Guacamole, sour cream. How's everything tasting so far? Is there anything else I can do for you? Oh, she's changed her mind. She would like some tequila. All right, we'll get this sorted right out for you, Jan. All right, thank you. All right, here we are. We had a round of shots of tequila for the table. There's one for Jan. Elite, here, I'll take the janky one. Here, Elyse will hand that one to you.
Thank
all right.
you.
So this has been a rip-roaring wild day, huh?
It has been.
We've had a good time. So thank you all for tuning in and enjoying Avila del Ranchito. Please, if you're at any location, so where are the cities of all the locations? Can you name a few? We've got your location in Seal Beach.
So we've got 13 locations in Southern California. So our original is in Huntington Park, pretty close to USC, and we go all the way down to San Clemente.
All the way, okay.
Some of the locations in between. We have Newport here. My location's in Seal Beach. I could keep going. We've got Costa Mesa, Lake Forest, Laguna Niguel, Laguna Beach. We're kind of everywhere.
Everywhere and anywhere. So if you're
That's
in
right.
Huntington Park or you're down in Orange County, please come visit. There's a ton of Trojans running, operating, owning these restaurants. We had a great time here today. We got a former Spirit Leader with us. Big thanks to Jan for being our plant and all this shenanigans. Big shout out to Maribel. She had to go. She had to get her kids out of here, but it's been a lot of fun. So cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Fight on.
Fight on. Fight on.
Woo.